All right, guys, we're almost there. Tomorrow is going to be the official reveal for the Part 1 characters of the Global Dokkan campaign. So in this video, we are basically just going to do our last little rounds of speculation, go back over the teasers, kind of talk about what we think we could see, and I guess just kind of what we hope we're going to see. Throw a little bit out in there too. So yeah, let's not waste any time with this. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna do this. I'm not trying to make this a super long video. We had the reveal tomorrow. I unfortunately, of course, will be stuck at work when it goes on, so I will not be able to go live. I will not be able to do anything right away. I will have to wait until after I get off work to then come home and watch the video myself. I am going to close myself off from all social media until I can get home and watch this thing myself, because I do not want to be spoiled. I want to figure out what it is. I want to see it for myself. So don't spoil me. Anyway, tomorrow. So 3 PST, which is basically 4 PDT or 7 EDT. So if you're on the East Coast like I am, 7 a.m. is when this is going to air. I believe they've already dropped the URL to the actual video in the game, so you can use that link to go to the video, sit in there, have it waiting, and then it's ready to go for whenever you jump in, whenever it starts. So you're able to do that. Yeah, dude, I am so excited and so nervous for what they're going to do with this, because we all went into it with the expectation and the hope that we were going to just see straight up Daima, and we were all on that train. We were all saying it's a no-brainer, and now I'm a little worried on what. Well, I shouldn't say worried. I'm not worried. Whatever they do, I think they're gonna knock it out of the park. But just trying to curb some expectations in order to not be disappointed if, you know, it's not what we hope it is. But in this video, we're gonna talk about a couple more things, go over some speculation stuff, and I mean, it's just a waiting game after that. So let's see. This also talks about the live stream that is coming up on the 5th. So remember, the one that we're getting tomorrow is going to be a, hey, here's what the theme of the Global Dokkan campaign is gonna be. Maybe here's a couple little snippets of some events we have planned. And then bam, here's the new characters, card arts, right? So they're going to reveal the card arts to us, or at least the LR arts. That way we can see who's coming, we know who's coming, but as for animations, as for kits, we're probably not gonna get that stuff tomorrow. It's possible they could show us little snippets. They did that during the 10th anniversary, right? They gave us a little teaser, but this will be where we get all that other information, right? The entire laydown of how this celebration is going to run, a bunch of events, and then the full animations, full kits for the characters before they actually drop. And then don't forget, they're actually going to do this Dokkan Chances event during that live stream on the 5th, right? Make sure you go in, you choose your chance balls. You have a chance to win up 105 stones. So, you know, you can't really turn that down. Okay, so when it comes to the teasers that we got, right? So the first one we had was this one here, right? Where it kind of just went through everything. It showed us, they tuned up the violins. Everybody's like, oh, it's Daima. It's the start of Daima. And then it goes through. We get the 7-7. We get the little glitch. It kind of goes into like a blue and pinkish kind of color. And then we start hearing a heartbeat. So immediately, everybody's like, dude, that's Daima. That's the transformation into Super Saiyan 4. It's a no-brainer. It's done. Then, as we keep going, we get, what is it? The next one is, it's all the way up here. This one here. So this image here of the blue and pinkish aura kind of going through the sky. Again, boom, Daima, dude, no-brainer. That's the transformation right there. And then some people were like, that could be something else. It could be Vegito and Rose. It could be Goku and Jiren. They could be right. Because then we got the final teaser, right? Where we had the orchestra playing the Dokkan Battle actual theme. Then we see the blue and pinkish color floating through the sky. We're like, oh, dude, it's so on. And then we get this right here, right? And we're like, okay, yeah, I mean, this could be Daima, right? Saying at last we finally got it, but it's also could be something more so leaning towards Zamasu, because that's kind of how he speaks. Then if you watch the JP teaser, the Zamasu actor actually speaks. So Zamasu's voice is actually heard, and he talks right before fusing into merged Zamasu. So it's leading us all to believe that this is going to be a Future Saga campaign. Now, whether it's going to be full Future Saga, whether Future Saga is just going to have a presence, I don't really know just yet. Based off of like the countdown images, it could lean more towards that, right? Because they're a bunch of godly figures, right? You have Shenron, you have Korin, you have Kami, King Kai, Supreme Kai, Elder Kai, Purunga. Like it seems like it has sort of a godly theme, where at first it seemed like it was just leading up to post Majin Buu Saga, which would again be Daima. So what is it? We don't actually know. And this is kind of Dokkan's game, and I love it. I love when they do shit like this, where you're like, dude, it's a no-brainer, it's this. And then the next thing comes on, you go, oh, no, it might be something else, like completely. But, you know, it's part of the game, and it's fun. So I enjoy this shit, man. I think it's awesome. So I'm looking forward to whatever it is. I think it's gonna be great. I want Daima. If it ends up not being Daima, like I said, as long as they do it justice, I'm okay. I'll take it. So if it's not Daima, what are we gonna see? Well, my thought is maybe these guys. So maybe a tag character of them. Because speaking of tag, you know, we got this event announced during the countdown, right? The first two stages are out. It's a battle against characters who team up in order to defeat their foe, right? So if we're thinking that, my immediate thought goes to joint forces. It goes to tag characters. So this would be a really cool tag character to get, you know, Zamasu, Goku Black, and then maybe one of them has it where they fuse, another one has it where they just do a big attack, like, you know, just kind of playing with that a little bit, I think would be really cool. Another one, I mean, obviously, if you're going to talk about Future Saga and Zamasu, you got to look at the Blue Boys, you got to look at Vegito. You know, they did these guys 2 years ago, so I mean, the possibility of them being a tag unit is there, but the possibility of there being a standalone, just straight up Vegito Blue, I think is pretty high as well. So, and that'd be cool. We haven't had a standalone Vegito Blue except for like the free-to-play STR one. So, I mean, getting him standalone would be great. One of the other thoughts I had was, what if they just make this kind of a mirrored celebration of the 10th anniversary, right? We got Super Saiyan Vegito, Super Saiyan Gogeta. What if now we get Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta? We could see that. You know, they just completely blow their entire fusion load in the span of 6 months. They very well could, and it'll definitely sell. So, I mean, they wouldn't be wrong for doing it, but it seems like a lot to try to throw out at everybody. Yeah, dude. So these are obviously what's on everybody's mind right now. A tag character here, Blue Vegito as the you know, counterpart to it. You know, probably these guys as a Dokkan Fest, this guy as a Carnival. Now, the only other dilemma here is, are they going to go back to the 4 LRs, you know, 2 in part 1, 2 in part 2, or are they going to stick with the way they did it during the 10th anniversary and do 3 and 3? It's nobody knows. There has been no indication of either way. So the only way we're going to find out is tomorrow when they finally announce everything. That we just have to wait for it. So if they decide to do 3, I think we could still see him. I do. I think he could still be there alongside these guys, right? Because everything was just pointing straight to Daima. And it's, what the fuck? Monster revealing others for this. Oh yeah, dude, that would be a nightmare. Okay. So yeah, dude, with all the hints, with all the everything, it just, and how long they've sat on these characters, the story event leading up to this time where these guys are starting to release and then we're starting to get their assets, dude, it just makes sense. You know, you do him, or hell, you throw Goma in there, and then part 2 maybe being, you know, Super Saiyan 4, Goku, Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta, and Majin Buu and Do, or Trunks, or androids, or something, and kind of mix the two. But the thing is that we don't entirely know the theme, and the theme I think is going to be more centered around this. And then I think the countdown images are just kind of part of it, right? Where, you know, you have the Zamasu and Goku Black, and that's kind of the gods or the godly theme. So I mean, we could see, dude, it's hard to say. I don't know if it's going to be like enemies they fought. I don't know if it's going to be the tag characters themselves. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know. I don't, and it kills me inside, and I absolutely love it. So I am extremely excited for the announcement tomorrow, and I pray that I don't get spoiled before I get to watch it, because that would make me so upset. Because that happened to me, I think, during the which celebration was it? I think it was worldwide last year. I was working when they announced all the Broly stuff, and I went and checked my phone, and sure enough, there it was, everything blowing up about it, and I was like, damn it. So really trying to avoid that this time, because this is so much fun to speculate, and I want to see if we were even close with any of the stuff we're looking at here. So I think the whole community is pretty much on the same page, thinking Future Saga, thinking hopefully Daima's part of it. But you never know. I mean, they could go completely out of left field, and they could end up just throwing shit in from Boo Saga. We could see LR Kid Boo. Hey, LR Kid Boo, he's coming. That's it. Confirmed. We're doing it. We're gonna ride that train till we die. Or it could just be GT. Dude, it could literally be anything. It just depends on what they want the actual theme to be. So, again, we're gonna find all this stuff out tomorrow. These guys, this big boy, and this little homie, they gotta be in there somewhere. I'm sure, you know, just the Zamasu talking hint makes sense for them. It would make sense for him as the counterpart. The heartbeat and the light trails just make so much sense for him. Dude, there's just so much that is just unknown. So, but it won't be that way for long. We're gonna find out tomorrow, and you better be damn sure I'm gonna be filming my reactions to it. So you might be hearing me scream like a little girl, just depending on what we got here. So be prepared for that. Yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. Just want to do one more before we got into the actual big stuff. Yeah, my next video will be me reacting to it, and it won't be until later tomorrow. So look forward to that. If you guys stick around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think we're gonna see. Let me know what you guys think the theme is, and let me know what characters you are hoping for. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!